Why hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings, a Lord of the Rings collection. Today we're going to open up the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth starter kit and look at the artwork of the cards. I'm not going to go through teaching you about it, but the game, because I'm not really a super expert on Magic myself anyway, but you know what, I wanted to get one of these, a few cards, to just check them out. So this is two ready-to-play 60-card starter decks, okay? So pretty cool, so we'll check it out. The box even has a shimmer. I don't know if you can see that rainbow effect. I think you can, but it looks pretty darn cool actually. It's a very nice box, very nice indeed. And again, I just so you know, just right off the bat, I am enjoying just looking at the art of these cards, and there are a few things that bother me on some stuff they've done, but we are staying away from controversy stuff around any of the Magic cards. I'm just having fun looking at some of the art, okay? And no, I am not at all sponsored by Magic whatsoever. This is me that I just got some myself, and I bought some of the cheap ones because I'm no way I'm buying the expensive things. They've been so much money. So let me go ahead and open this up here. Let's see, I guess I'll open from this side. I'm trying to think the best way to open this thing up. If I just open it from the top. Gosh, this thing is kind of confusing. Here we go, I got a knife, so we'll open it up. Yeah, so I hope you're all having a wonderful day in Middle-earth. And again, if you could just, with the comments, let's just tell me what your favorite art on things are, and let's just stay away from any of the controversial things. Mainly what that is, well, I'll say real quickly, it's just a couple characters that didn't follow what they look like, right, from what Tolkien described them as. They just completely changed them, which in my opinion, wouldn't be as much of a problem if they did multiple versions. Now, if you watched my other collection video where I opened some booster packs of the Magic, I noticed for Aragorn in particular that he did have a different version that was different, and I thought that was cool. I was like, okay, so they did kind of do that a little bit, so that's good. It looks like no matter what, I'm gonna have to rip this thing. I hate it when they do that, but you know what, that's how it goes. Oh, it's the worst. I don't like ripping my boxes. I'm not one of those people that like to keep my box nice when I get it, but this is kind of ridiculous how hard it won't open. Come on, come on, come on. All right, there we go. Well, we got it. We got it. All right, here we go. But yeah, anyway, that's all I was going to say on that, and we won't go any further into that. But again, not that they aren't that this Aragorn doesn't look cool. I just don't like that. I think that it doesn't respect the author when you change a character. I don't care what time it is. I don't care if the author wrote a story hundreds of years ago. It doesn't matter in that regard. And again, I wouldn't care if it was like from a play version, and let's say they have like 3 or 4 different versions of Aragorn, like maybe even the same card, different versions of the character and how he looks, and different renditions and interpretations of how he looks, right? Again, we know exactly how he looks from Tolkien, but it's the worst part is when you make comments like I just made. Hopefully YouTube doesn't get freaked out at me and anything, or people get angry at me. The bottom line is, it shouldn't be a big issue to disagree with that. That shouldn't be a big thing. It doesn't mean other things. Be like, you know, people immediately use the R word if you say things like that. It's like, of course not. It's like, I am the farthest from that. I have friends of every background, and I teach kids of every background, and I love everybody equally. Bottom line. That's all I am to say on that. But, so, let's not go crazy with that in the comments. Let's just stick to what artworks do you like, ignore the ones that you dislike. You can say you dislike it, but let's not go into a big thing. All right, so we got a little thing here. Again, I'm sorry I had to bring that up right at the beginning, but it's right on the front, so I had to talk about it a little bit. Introduction to how to play and stuff like that. And you know me here on this channel, I love to be positive and look at everything half full. Ooh, that's cool artwork right there. Anyway, so this is just basically teaching about the game and stuff. Cool, nice little manual here. I like it. All right, cool. And I see we have 2 little boxes that we can create from it. All right, so we can make 2 little boxes here to keep our decks in. And here are the front cards. So this is supposed to be Sauron. He looks fantastic, mind you. Again, he's a little farther from the interpretation of Tolkien, but still, he fits. I think it's funny how he's missing his fingers. I thought only one of his fingers was cut off, but in the books, are they all the fingers? Leave a comment. I don't remember, but I think this is supposed to be like, you know, he lost his fingers from Isildur, right? And the Palantir. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool one. And then again, I think Arwen looks pretty good. Aragorn again looks very cool here. Okay, I really wouldn't care so much if it wasn't for the fact that they're just completely changing a character, right? And it's like if you're doing it like a theater, right, and you want to have multiple versions of someone play the same character, no matter what their background is, fine, go for it. I'm totally down for that. Make multiple versions, but Arwen actually doesn't really look exactly how I envision Arwen anyway. She looks a little too human for me. But again, I don't want to be too negative on it. It's still cool. It's cool. Good guy, good shine. But let's look through the actual playable decks now. That is pretty cool. Frodo looks pretty awesome. Okay, so Frodo, Determined Hero. That is pretty cool. So let's check out Frodo right now and look at these cards. Whoop. Open. Slide. All right. Frodo. So again, we're going to just go through the art of these cards. That's it. Any duplicates I'll pass by, just so we don't make this video super, super long for you guys. So if you want to get this, set or whatever for it. That, Gandalf the White. Interesting, Gandalf does not... He looks... I don't know what... yeah, I don't know. I love Shadowfax. All right. Gondor in the background looks fantastic. His sword, very interesting looking sword. It looks nothing like what's described in the books, again. And the staff is very cool. Gandalf, he looks awesome here. He looks like he's maybe supposed to be, I don't know. He doesn't look like exactly described in the book. Again, it's another thing. If people want to have their own rendition of things and their own interpretation, that is fine. Again, like I said, but you got to respect the author on what they wrote about a character's look. That's just the bottom line there. And if people have that feeling, like me or other people shouldn't get angry at us for having that feeling. I bought the cards. I'm still looking at them. I'm still reviewing them, even if I disagree with some of the things here. I like 85% of the cards, 90% of the cards. I've enjoyed a lot of the art, so. And just keep that in mind. All right, Galadriel. Gift Giver. She looks like an elf from Mirkwood. She doesn't look like Galadriel, but she's still really cool. Oh, is that the files that's floating? I like how they made it look so magical, though. That's pretty cool. All right. Oh, cool. Bilbo's ring. I guess it's when Bilbo puts it in the thing for him, for Frodo to give it to him later. That looks fantastic. All right. Knight of the Keep. I don't know what's going on in this picture. It looks like a human on a horse jumping into orcs. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool looking picture. So we got some doubles. So we'll skip by any doubles. Now, there we go. Westfold Rider. Okay. Mark Cavalier. Okay, very cool. Easterling Farmer, by the way, looks fantastic. They should add more Easterlings and Haradrim characters, I think, in here. That would be a really good way to do things. That's how we're going to go there. Protector of Gondor. He looks fantastic in the child. Cool. All right. Dude, Duodane Blade. Oh, that thing looks awesome. It looks like, I was saying this in my other video of my other Magic review, a lot of their art looks like the 1980s art, where it's a little more dark, a little bit more realistic, and really fantasized a look. I really like it, though. Okay. Second Breakfast. Cool, cool. That looks delicious. Now I'm hungry. All right. Rosie Cotton. She looks good. And South Lane. It's adorable with the little kids. So I guess that must be like after she's married to Sam, I would assume, in the story. We have Banishing Light. That doesn't look like Gandalf. I think that's something else using that. Maybe a different magic wielder or something. Landreval. Okay. Horizon. Okay. It's cool. Eagle. All right, now this version of Gandalf with that hat and that gray thing. The Gandalf the Grey, I feel like looks a little better. You cannot pass. That looks fantastic. That's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Very well done. I like the Belrog too. And also, they didn't do wings on the Belrog. That's good. Good on them. Mushroom Watchdog. So this is Farmer Maggot's dogs, basically, in the story. All right. Woe's Pathfinder. I'm assuming from like Harad or something. I don't know. We got Bag End Porter. It's one of the dwarfs coming in. Generous Ent. Cool. Many Partings. Frodo and Sam on the road. They look fantastic. With, I don't know if that's Gandalf in the distance or who that's supposed to be, but that's a great card. I really like it. Galadrim Bow. Mary Brandybuck. I always have troubles with his full name. Meriadoc Brandybuck. He looks cool. He's got the pointy ears. Hobbit should. Peregrine Took. He looks fantastic. Wow, he looks more like a human. They're definitely going for that 1980s artwork, but boy, that's really well done. Look at the food on the thing. Wow, that's cool. All right, Stew the Conies. Okay, that's supposed to be Gollum and Sam. It's kind of a funny. I like that. I like that. It's a good picture. All right, Butterbur, Shire, Terrence. Okay, the nice. The land. It's just the Shire. Beautiful. All right, Refuge. Another Shire area, I think. Forest. Looks like an ent in the background with the two hobbits. That's kind of cool. Again, probably supposed to be Mirkwood or one of the old forests or something. So a bunch of forest lands. Got it. Okay. All right. Basic land. Plains. That's Gondor in the distance. I believe Minas Tirith. And there's Gandalf riding with Pippin. Very cool. Another one of the Shire. Beautifully done artwork. I like that a lot. All right. We'll skip the duplicates for the game. All right. Frodo. Again, you have to have duplicates to play the game, obviously. Food. I said Frodo. Food. Oh, man. I'm really hungry now. Darn it. All right. And then the code, but it's too late, you guys. It'll already be used by the time I post this, so it doesn't matter if you see it or not. All right. Anyway, there it is. There is that chunk. So we'll put those back like that. There. And then what we'll do now is we're going to look at the other half. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All right. I don't usually review cards on this channel, but if it's Lord of the Rings related, we usually do it on this channel. So that is the goal. So who is this? That's another version of Gollum scheming when he's telling him to go into the cave with Shelob. Interesting. He's very, very scary. Very scary version of Gollum there. Okay. Oh, dude, that looks so good. Witch King, Bringer of Ruin, and then that's Awen obviously probably fighting him. That looks awesome. Really well done. Really well done. I even think the Foul Beast looks pretty freaking cool. I like how they went with the like more pterodactyl look. Fires of Mount Doom. There's Frodo and Sam. Very cool. The Balrog. Oh, dude, very cool. He's got horns but no wings. That's pretty good. The Balrog looks fantastic. A+. I like it. Goblin looks cool. Cool. Goblins. This is the evil set. Easterling Vanguard. I find it interesting the way they made her look for Easterlings, because I guess they could look like that, but most likely they wouldn't. Most likely the Easterlings would be have a little darker pigment in their skin. So but she looks more like a woad warrior from like druids of Scotland, 1,000 years ago, but still looks very cool. She's still very cool, and she's running with orcs, so she's obviously a baddie. Let's see here. Feed, by the way, and that's going the other way, by the way, just so everyone realizes with the character. I think again, this is a made-up character, so I don't care nearly as much because it still doesn't totally, in my mind, it doesn't disrespect Tolkien because this is a made-up character. Even though it's kind of weird if they're from a certain area, Tolkien still describes what those people are like. But there are chances that there's some people there that look like this, right? Because there's hundreds of thousands of people that live over in the Easterling area in Rune. So this is totally fine in my mind. Okay, let me just point that out. Though I still feel like it might need to go the other way, but that's okay. Feed the Swarm. That's scary. That knight is in trouble getting eaten by goblins. That is no good. There's the Craven of Dunland. Oh, dude, look at like the blood on his mouth. Oh, so scary. And there's like black. I guess maybe because they're like supposed to be magic of Saruman. It's kind of cool. Mordor Trebuchet. It's French, guys. It's not Trebuchet. Cool. That looks fantastic. It's really cool looking. It doesn't make any sense how it works, but you know what? That's okay. It's fantasy. That's kind of stuff that I'm totally fine with. All right, Wog. Cool. Oh, Shelob ambush, attacking him. Again, they gave her a jabber. She technically doesn't have that as a spider in the story, but that's okay. This is cool. Nasty End. Killing Saruman in the Shire during the Scourging of the Shire. That's a fantastic. These characters are perfectly represented in how Tolkien described them too. This is a very good card. I like this one a lot. Dude, Gothmog. Dude. He looks awesome. That is so cool. Again, 1980s artwork kind of style. But that, to me, is Gothmog. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Morgul Lieutenant. Very cool. All right. Hold on a second. Now that I'm thinking about it. Gothmog is an orc. Hold on, I take back what I said a second ago. Is this supposed to be a human? Or an elf? Or a black Numenorian? What is he supposed to be? Huh. I'm trying to remember in the books, was he not an orc? Did they do that in Peter Jackson's adaptation? I think he was supposed to be an orc. Man, we'll have to look that up later. Leave a comment if you remember. Voracious Fell Beast. Cool. He looks awesome. I like how the Fell Beasts look. Swarming Moria Orc. Ulakai Crusher. Cool. This is a great card. In my other video I reviewed this. I really love this card. I believe these are Knights of Dol Amroth or Knights of the Citadel of Gondor. That is a cool, cool card. Very cool. Oh, look at this. Cast it into the fire. So I guess, you know, that's Smeagol trying to save the ring as he's burning in lava and Frodo being saved by the eagles as it's burning away. That's cool. That's a really neat artwork. Very well done. I like that a lot. You can see it melting away. That's cool. That's a really good card. Fire of Orthanc. So that's the Helm's Deep Wall being destroyed, I think, and that's supposed to be the Hornburg. Cool. I like that. Very neat rendition. Goblin Fire Leaper. Leaping the fire. That's funny. Grishnak. Brush Instigator. That's the one from the... That's cool. From the Tower of... not Orthanc. Yeah, I can't think of it right now. That's okay. It's the one where Shelob is. Foray of Orcs. A bunch of orcs attacking. Alright. Madhur Urukai Captain. Dude, he looks freaking awesome. And also, it looks like that his friends are being slaughtered by the Rohirrim. Uluk of the White Hand. These guys look awesome. The orcs look fantastic. Mind Stone. Oh no, it's the stone. We all remember that from the movie. Evolving Wilds. Okay. Over time they heal, kind of thing. Swamp. It's the dead marshes, dude. That's so cool. That works so well for it. Gosh, look at there's... Oh, and look, there's the Fellowship. Oh, so this one must be... This is the Dead Marshes. Then this one must be Migwater Marshes. Very dark version because it's Aragorn, the four hobbits, and Bill the Ponies. That's what this is supposed to be. Migwater Marshes. Cool. Very cool. Cool, cool, cool. Those look fantastic. Sarathungal. That's the tower that orc was from. Sarathungal by Shelob's Lair. Remembered. All right, Mountain. That looks fantastic. And look, it's the Pass of Cirithungal, or whatever. There's the Fellowship of the Ring right there. Gandalf looks great with his little hat. Perfect. Very cool. There's Mordor, Mount Doom in the background, I'm assuming. Frodo and Sam. Those look great. I like those. Those are bonus points. And then we got food. Yummy. Looks good. Some hobbit or dwarf doing a little pipe there with all that delicious bacon. I'm assuming it's a hobbit's house. Cool. All right, my friends, we did it. We covered the entire little grouping here of cards. I hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your comments. We will do more things in the future. I'm not sure how much more Magic cards I will cover, unless, you know, some people really wanted me to, then I might get some more. But again, they're very, very expensive, and I really do not have the resources to buy very many of these. So I just got some of the cheaper starter kits to check out some cards for you for a few videos. Look at the quality. The art is very cool. What my overall view of things is the fact that they do the art of, like, Magic has kind of like that old-fashioned epic art, and it kind of is like the 1980s for a lot of the art. And then my few things that I don't really like about some stuff is voiced here, but please, let's keep it civil in the comments and not go into craziness with that, because we're positive here. We're half glass full. There are some real reasons to be frustrated, and there are some reasons to just kind of chill and go, whatever, right? So it's not that big of a deal. So just keep that in mind. Don't freak out either way, guys. And but just realize if someone has a disagreement and doesn't like it, they have the right to have that feeling. And if someone likes it, they also have the right to have that feeling. We need to realize to agree to disagree on some things in life and enjoy ourselves, and not to just attack people for some. Like, please, just because I reviewed these cards, I don't want to hear people being like, why would you do that? It's horrible. Guys, I wanted to check out a few of the cards. Come on, right? It's just, they're cool. I wanted to see a few of them. Now, am I going to spend hundreds of dollars on them? No, because I disagree with some of the stuff they did, so I'm personally not going to spend a bunch of money on them. But if you enjoy Magic and you think Lord of the Rings cards are fantastic and you enjoyed this, check them out. Again, I'm not sponsored at all by them, but I love to review everything Lord of the Rings for you guys because it's a Lord of the Rings channel. And you have a great, wonderful day, Middle-earth. Thank you to my Patreons right there. Next subscribe button's going to pop up. We got next videos for collections where I review all sorts of collectibles, and a LOTR tale where I do voiceovers in Lord of the Rings Online. Stay happy, my friends, and I'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings. Baru Kazad, Kuzad, I menu. See ya. Gimli was my favorite card, by the way, I think, out of it. But, yeah, Gimli. And I also like the Saruman and Garima card. That was freaking awesome, too. So those were some highlight ones that were, like, really, really good. So the lands, they were good too.